Hello, everybody, and a very good morning to one and all. Today, we begin with Standard 6 Grammar, Unit 3, Part 2 Pronouns and Kinds of Pronouns. We have already learnt about pronouns in the first part. There are 7 types of pronouns. In the first part, we learnt about personal pronouns and reflexive and emphasizing pronouns. Today, in the second part, we learn about demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, and distributive pronouns. So now let us start and see what these pronouns need to tell us. Demonstrative pronouns. Now let us read these sentences. This is my pencil. These are my books. That is my house. Those are your books. Such were these actual words. In the above sentences, this, these, that, those, such are used to point out the object or objects for which they are used. This and these refer to things near at hand. That and those refer to things lying at a distance. They are therefore called demonstrative pronouns. When we read the sentences, we found out that this, that, these, those, and such, they are pointing out towards some object, one object or more than one object. Now, these words which point out in the sentence, like this, that, these, those, we say that they are demonstrative pronouns because they are pointing out towards something. Now, when the thing is lying something near you, we can use in singular this, and if they are more, we use these. And when you want to point out something which is far and it is singular, we point out and we say that it is that. And if it is plural, we say it is those. So, these point out and we know that these are the demonstrative words. Adjectives also can be the same. Demonstrative adjectives also are these words only. This, that, these, those. But pronouns are also same. But how do we know the difference between both? Whether it is a demonstrative pronoun or whether it is a demonstrative adjective. Now let us see these sentences. Examine the words printed in thick type in the following sentences. A thick type means the ones which you can see are blue. We have to observe and understand those sentences and what it is trying to say. Now in your first sentence it is given, this is my pencil. And again there's another sentence, this pencil is mine. The meaning of both the sentences are same. But in the first sentence you can see only this is in blue. There it is given in the bracket that it is a demonstrative pronoun because this is pointing out. Same way, the next in the first one is this pencil is mine. And you can see that this pencil is written in blue there. And in the bracket it is given that it is a demonstrative adjective. But what do we see? That in both the sentences, this is common and both are in blue. Correct? Now how do we know that the above one is a pronoun and the next one is an adjective? Children, in the next sentence, can you see pencil after this? What is pencil? Pencil is a noun. And why do we say that this is an adjective, demonstrative adjective? Because pencil is a noun and adjectives always describe a noun. That is why we say that this is a demonstrative adjective. And in the above one, after this is. And what is children? Is a verb. So, how do we differentiate between a demonstrative pronoun and a demonstrative adjective? we differentiate it with words are same, demonstrating words are same, this, that, these, those. But if after this demonstrating word is or a verb comes, we say it is a demonstrative pronoun. And if after this, that, these, those, any noun comes like a book, boy, tree, anything, then we can say that it is a demonstrative adjective. Now let us read a few more sentences and we will understand it better. That is my book. That book is mine. Meaning is same of both. But in the first, after that is, which is a verb. So here we can say that is a demonstrative pronoun. And in the next, after that comes book. Book is a noun. So here we can say that is a demonstrative adjective. In your third sentence, these are your pens. These pens are yours. So here again, after these comes are, and are is what? It is a verb. So here we can say these is a demonstrative pronoun. And in the next, after these comes pens. Pens is what? It is a noun. So here these become demonstrative adjectives. Next one, those are her dogs. Those dogs are hers. The meaning of both are same. But in the first, after those comes are, which is a verb, so it is a demonstrative pronoun. And in the next, those dogs. So dogs is a noun. So here we can say that those is a demonstrative adjective and not as pronouns when they are placed before nouns. So one thing to understand that the demonstrative words for pronouns and adjectives are same. But in a pronoun, it will be followed by a verb, and in an adjective, it will be followed by a noun. Now we have exercise 4. What have we to do in this exercise 4? Underline the demonstrative pronoun and circle the demonstrative adjective in the following sentences. Now, the first one. This pen is mine. That pen is yours. Now, which are the demonstrative words in this sentence? Correct. This and that. Now we have to say whether it is a pronoun or a demonstrative adjective. What is it? Correct. You've already understood. Why demonstrative adjective? Because after this is pen and after that is also pen. So what we need to do here? We need to circle this and that, and we have to write that it is a demonstrative adjective. Your second sentence is, this is how you must do it. So you start thinking and we'll do the answers in the next minute. But you start thinking what the answers will be. Okay, the third one. These are mere excuses. Few excuses, only excuses. Mere means only excuses. Fourth one. What is that noise? Fifth. That is a sound roll of health. Seventh. This house is to let. Let means it is empty and it can be given on rent. Now we need to underline or we need to circle and say whether they are pronouns or adjectives. So come on, let us do this exercise. So as we just discussed the first one, this pen is mine, that pen is yours. So we need to circle this and that. We know they are demonstrative words. Now what type of, whether it is a pronoun or adjective, how do we know? After this is a pen and after that also is a pen and they both are nouns. So this and that become demonstrative adjective. The second one, this is how you must do it. Which is the demonstrative word? Right, this. So we know this is the demonstrative word. Now after this is what? Is. And is a verb. So here we underline this and we write that it is a demonstrative pronoun. Third one, These are mere excuses. Now, these and what is there after this is are, and are is a verb. So, again, we need to underline these. That is a pointing out word. And if we have underlined and there is a verb, it becomes a demonstrative pronoun. Fourth one, what is that noise? Now, after noise, before noise is that is the demonstrative word. And what is there after that? Noise. And noise is a noun. So we circle that and this becomes demonstrative adjective. Fifth one, that is a sound rule of health. Now again, that we know it is a demonstrating word. After that is, which is a verb. Very good. So what do we have to do? Circle or underline? Correct. Underline it and write demonstrative pronoun. Sixth one, this house is to let. What is there after this? Correct. House. What is house? A noun. So what do? We circle this and we write that it is a demonstrative adjective. Exercise 5, fill in the blanks with suitable demonstrative pronouns. So we need to fill in with this, that, these, those. Now remember, when there are plural sentences, we need to write these and those. And singular, we will use this and that. So your first one is, dash is my book, dash is yours. We can say this is my book, that is yours, or that is my book and this is yours. So mostly they are singular, so we can write this and that. If you write that first, then you write this in the second. If you write this first, you write that in the second blank. Okay. Dash are sweet grapes, dash are sour. Are, this is plural. So what have we to use here? This? No, we have to use these. These or those. Third one, the climate of Punjab is better than dash of Mumbai. Then that of Mumbai. Correct. Fourth one, both books are good, but dash is better than dash. Fifth one, the streets of Mumbai are wider than dash of Kolkata. Streets, it's plural, so what we need to write there? Sixth one, dash are my pens, dash are yours. So come on, let us together write all these answers. The first one, dash is my book, dash is yours. So this is my book, that is yours. Or even you can write that is my book, this is yours. Both are right. Second one, these are sweet grapes, dash are sour. So these, those also you can write first and these in the second, or these and those. The climate of Punjab is better than that of Mumbai. Fourth one, both books are good, but this is better than that. Or you can write that is better than this. Both sentences, both ways are right. The streets, plural, of Mumbai are wider than those of Kolkata. Why those? Because streets become plural here, so we need to write those. Sixth one, these are my pens, those are yours. So here also those are my pens, these are yours. Both are correct. We begin with the indefinite pronoun. Let's read the sentences. First one, all are not happy. Second, some are born great. Third, many are poor. Fourth, few are rich. Fifth, one cannot believe it. Sixth, none but fools can believe it. And seventh, do good to others. In the above sentences, the pronouns all, some, many, few, one, none, others refer to persons or things in a general way. They do not refer to any particular person or thing. Such pronouns are called indefinite pronouns. So, here these some, all, many, we don't know how many and exact number. So we say it is a indefinite word. Now it is just used for any person or thing, these words. So we say they are the indefinite pronoun. Now pronouns, indefinite pronouns also we have, and we have indefinite adjectives also. So here also children, both can be differentiated by, in a pronoun we will find a verb after such words like all, many, some, few, none. After those will mostly come a verb, and after such words if a noun comes we can say it is an indefinite adjective. So again it is the same like demonstrative pronouns, how we differed in demonstrative pronouns and adjectives. So when we do this exercise we'll understand it better. Exercise 6. We need to circle the correct indefinite pronoun in the following sentences. So we need to circle, the choice is given and we need to circle any one. So the first one, some, none, say she is foolish. So from the both, from some or none, we need to circle any. Second one, there is something, nothing in your head. I think it is a bug. Third one, all few can do this efficiently, this act efficiently. Fourth, he didn't say anything, everything useful. Fifth, anyone, none of his friends believed him. Sixth, one, few cannot say what will happen. Seventh, our holidays was perfect. Nothing, everything went as we wished. Eighth, all others were drowned. All and others. 9. Some or one say she is mad. 10th, does anybody or everybody live in that house? So from all these we have to choose and circle any one. So let us do this exercise. So here are your answers. You need to circle them. I have underlined those words. The first one, some or none, say she is foolish. So none can't be right, only some say that she is foolish. So you need to circle some. Second, there is something, nothing in your hair. I think it is a bug in your hair, and there is something in the hair that is bug. So nothing cannot be the correct answer. Something is the right answer and you need to circle it. Third one, all of you or few can do this act efficiently. Everybody can't act out properly. So only few can do it properly or efficiently. Fourth one, he didn't say anything or everything useful. So he didn't say anything that was useful, because it is negative and it will come anything. You need to circle anything. Fifth one, anyone or none of his friends believed him. None of his friends believed him. Anyone of his friends, it's not right. Sixth one or few cannot say what will happen. One cannot say what is going to happen. Seventh, our holidays was perfect. Perfect means everything went well. So everything went as we wished. Whatever they had thought of, everything went according to that. So everything is the right answer and you need to circle it. Eighth, all or others were drowned. Drowned means in the water they must have sunk. Drown. When we swim, we drown and a ship sinks. So all were drowned. Ninth, one or some say she is mad. Some say she is mad. 10th, does anybody or everybody live in that house? They are asking a question. Is there someone there? So anybody, you need to circle that. Now we begin with the third type, that is distributive pronouns. So let us read the sentences. The first one, each of the girls was given a rose. Second, either of the two pens will do. Third, neither of the statement is true. So in the above sentences, the pronouns each, either, neither refer to a number of persons or things one at a time. Such pronouns are called distributive pronouns. These pronouns are always singular and as such are always followed by a verb in the singular. So, as we learned about demonstrative pronouns, that they always point out, these words like each, either, neither, nor, all these, they show a distribution. They are called a distributive word. Whether they are pronouns or adjectives, they are same in both. Now, this each, either, neither, they show a singular noun or a thing, a person or a thing. All these are singular, but they are used with sometimes with a plural person or thing. But these words are always in singular, like each, either, neither. They show a single thing. So now again pronouns, after such words like each, either, neither, we'll have a verb, and after such verbs, if there are nouns, we say it is an adjective. Now in the following sentences, each, either and neither are used as adjectives. In such cases, they are followed by singular nouns. So now again, as I said, when they are followed by a noun, we say it is a demonstrative, it is a distributive pronoun. For example, each boy received a reward. After each is a boy, which is a noun. At either end of the road was a lamp. End is again a noun. So we say it is a distributive adjective. Neither of the statements was challenged. So here again the same words which were showed for pronouns are used as adjectives. So let us do the next seventh exercise. Exercise 7. Underline the distributive pronoun and circle the distributive adjective in the following sentences. Each of the boys was given a prize. So, here the boys are plural and each of them, all one by one, were given a prize. So, here each we need to circle, and we need to circle means it is a demonstrative pronoun. Then the second sentence is either of these books will do. Again, books is plural and either means any. So here again the distributive word is either. So what will we have to do? Underline or circle? Think. Third one, neither of these statements is false. Fourth, each boy was punished. Neither of the boys was punished. Sixth one, at either end there was a lamp. So now let us do this exercise. The first one, each of the boys was given a prize. So your distributive word here is each, and it is a pronoun. So you need to circle it, but I have underlined. So you can circle and write there distributive pronoun. Second, either of these books will do. Again, either is the distributive word. You circle it and you write that it is a distributive pronoun. Third, neither of these statements is false. So again, neither you circle and you write it is a distributive pronoun. Fourth one, each boy was punished. So again, each you underline and you write that it is a distributive adjective. Fifth one, neither of the statement is true. So here again, neither you underline and it will be a distributive adjective. And your last one, at either end there was a lamp. So again, underline either and it will be a distributive adjective. So dear children, I hope you have understood these three types of pronouns. So in total we have learnt about 5 types of pronouns. Now your homework is that all the exercises which are discussed in this part, you need to write them into your grammar notebooks, and keep in mind to write it neatly. Take care and be safe, and thank you.